Hi everyone, for this video tutorial I'm going to share with you how I created these projects using the chocolate tag die from KSCRAFT. And this one I made into a purse. This one is a double-sided shadow box tag, and then this one is just a shadow box tag with some acetate. Okay, and then it has the zipper pulls in the back. Okay, so let's make the purse first, which is this one right here. I did pre-cut the pieces already, just to make the process go a little faster here. And so these are the dies that come in the set. You get this scallop frame, which basically creates this right here. And you get this tag, which is basically a solid tag, which is this right here. You get this piece right here, which I had mentioned in the video to keep these intact. That way it's easier to line it straight, and it keeps you from losing the pieces as well. This is the zipper pull. This is the box. And then this is the front of the tag with a pre-cut rectangle shape in the front. Okay, which is this right here. Cuts out this piece, and it has a side tab. Okay, so let's get started. And I'll show you as I'm using the pieces. Okay, so you're going to need to make the purse, again, which is this one right here. You can fit a gift card inside, and it makes a cute little bag. You're going to cut 2 of the solid tags, which is this die right here. You'll cut 2 of those out, and then you'll cut 1 of the box. Okay. So what you're going to do first is it has a pre-scored lines on there. You're going to fold down one of the pieces, and you're going to cut that piece out. So you can see I fold down the entire piece. So you're going to remove that out. So just cut along that scored line. Okay. And then you're going to fold in the remaining pieces here. So just follow those lines. You can use wet adhesive, or you can use double-sided tape, whichever you prefer. So now what you're going to do next is you're going to take that tab and just adhere it like so. So just adhere it, okay? So I'm just going to use a piece of 1/8 double-sided tape. Just going to cut a little piece. And I always use my pick tool. Just makes it easier to remove. Okay, so you're just going to adhere it like so to create the pocket. And then you're going to fold in the first tab like so. And you can see how it creates a pocket. Okay, so next I'm going to use some wet glue. This is beacon glue. And then I'm just going to adhere it to the sides here. And then to the bottom. Okay, so this is going to be the outside of the bag. So what you're going to do, you're going to take the back piece and put it a little bit low, just enough to where the gift card will not cover this part right here. Let's see, I don't have a gift card on me. Because the one that I had created, I made it a little bit higher. So I'd say from the bottom, about 1/4 of an inch from the box. And then you're just going to center it like so. I think that should be okay. Okay, and then you're going to take that other piece, you're going to get some glue again, and then you're going to adhere this entire pocket to the front piece, to the front tag right here. And then when I line it up, the trick I usually like to do is I used to take the top of the tag and just kind of match them up like so. Just line it up like that, and then I just press. That way I know it's lined up. And then just lay it flat like this. And then you can take a bone folder and just press it down, or in my case I'm using my scissors. That way you know it's adhered to the front of the tag. And there you have it. You have a cute little bag. You could put, it will fit nicely a Ghirardelli square, chocolate, one of those little bite-sized ones, and a gift card. And then you just tie it up like I did here and add a tag, and it makes a cute little purse. Okay, so that's the first one. Now the second project we're going to make is this one right here. It has the acetate, and then it has the zipper pull on the back. Okay, so the pieces that you're going to need is you're going to need the front tag, which basically is this piece right here. You're going to need a piece of acetate. This is 2.5 in height by 3.5 wide. You're going to need the box, cut out one of the box along with the zipper pull. And it's hard to see here, but the score line you could tell right here. That's why I had mentioned to leave these on there, because it lines perfectly along the score line. So when you're die cutting this out through your die cut machine, I just put like a piece of washi tape to hold it down. It lines it straight because it fits perfectly. These ends right here end on the score line. Okay, so you'll die cut that out, and then you'll get the zipper part of it on the back of the box. And then you'll just need the back of the tag, which again is this solid piece right here. Okay, so what you're going to need basically is to cut this tab piece out. So we'll just fold that, and then I'll just cut that out with my scissors. Okay, and then I added some 1/8 double-sided tape on the inside part of the tag around the frame, because I'm going to place that acetate piece. So just remove that. And then you're going to place your clear acetate right on top. So just place that right on top. Okay, so you got your clear acetate part. Now we're going to build the box, and this time we're going to keep all the, this top piece. So just fold in those scored lines, like so. And this is that cute Christmas paper pack that I picked up at Tuesday morning. Has a vintage feel to it. Okay, and then you're just going to build your box. So I'm going to add some adhesive to these little tiny tabs. I'm just going to use some double-sided tape. Just add a little piece. And then we're going to remove these out. Okay, and now we're going to build the box. So just fold in those tabs and adhere. Okay, so now this, you're going to see this tab right here. You're going to fold that towards you, so fold it back. So fold that tab back. I should have done that beforehand, before I glued the side tabs. So fold that like so. Okay, so it looks like this. So it should end up like that. And then what you're going to do next is you're going to add adhesive to the inside part of the tab. Okay, but before you do all that, you want to put your embellishments inside the box, and then you can adhere this to the front cover of that tag. So just add your adhesive. So you can do this before or after you do the side, those little side tabs. And it makes a cute tag. I love the versatility of this die. You can see here we created already 3 projects with it. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove. So remove those pieces out. Okay, and then you're just going to line this right on top, okay? So just line it up. Okay, you got yourself a cute tag with the clear acetate in the front, okay? And again, that made this project right here. And then you're going to add your sentiment and some twine, sticker, and that's the second project. And then the last one that we're going to create is this double shadow box tag. Okay, so what you're going to need is, you know what? I'm not sure why I cut this piece, but we didn't need this piece. So I guess I must have cut an extra. Okay, so we're going to need 2 of these, which is the tag with the rectangle opening there, which is this die. You cut 2 of those. Then you'll cut 2 of the boxes. And this is optional because this die is part of it, the set. You can cut these out to decorate the front of the frame of the tag, which is really pretty. Okay, You could do that. I didn't do that with this one, as you could see, but it adds a little extra to it. Okay, so what you're going to do first is fold these side tabs. So fold those in. And then do that to the next one. Okay, and then you're going to take your double-sided tape and add adhesive right there. So add it to that tab. And same with this piece. Okay, but before you put that together, well, let's just do one part of it. So go ahead and do this. We're going to adhere it. So just adhere the piece. Okay, I want to make sure it's lined up. So what I do is I just turn it over and fold it like this. Line this up so it matches. And then I'm just going to do this. Well, actually that won't work. Okay, forget I did that. I thought that was going to line up. Okay, well, you could do it like this. So just make sure the bottom is straight and then adhere it like that. It's one way you can tell it's straight. Okay, so do it like that. All right, so don't put the other side to this side yet. We're going to make the box next. So just create the two boxes. Let's just fold these lines. Just like so. Okay, and then add, well, actually, before we glue this time, we're going to fold this back. Okay, I think I'm going to make it easier if we do it before this time. Okay, and then we'll add the adhesive. Okay, take our pick, just remove. Okay, and then we're going to assemble. Oops, this one didn't come out. Going to assemble. Okay, and then just pull these back. And then the inside part, we're going to add your adhesive. Actually, I'm going to use wet glue this time, but let me assemble this one real quick first before I do that. So fold these back, first tab. Just fold it towards you. And then just fold these down. And what's cute about this die is it's perfect for any occasion. As you can see, this was just like a happy birthday theme, and now this is a Christmas theme, so it's really nice for any occasion or any holiday. So let's add the adhesive to those little tabs. Okay. And then we'll just remove this out. Okay, and then we'll build the box again. And then just push these back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to glue this onto the inside of this tag. So I'm just going to use my white glue this time. So just add your adhesive. Just make sure it's lined up. And it's good to use wet glue on this part. This way you can push these back while you're lining it up. Just to make sure that it's fit within the frame. So it gives you a little leeway, which is nice. Okay, so you got the one shadow box. And then you could just kind of push it down once you got it where you want it. Now we'll do the next one. And I, as you can see, adhered some flares in mine, but you could make a cute little Christmas decoration. Would be really cute in these shadow boxes. You could do a little Christmas scene. Be nice. Or you could put a photo, like a family picture, it'd be cute. So lots of different ideas. Okay, so just make sure it's within the frame. I'm going to just go back and press it. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is just peel that other piece off that tab, and then you're just going to adhere it. You have the option to glue these together. I didn't glue it together because it's pretty much stuck in there, so it's not really going anywhere. But you do have that option to do that if you want. Alright, and there you go. That's how you create that. And it makes a cute double-sided shadow box tag. And so those are the 3 projects. Oh, let's add this real quick. I'll just do 2 of them. But this is that scallop frame, which is part of the die set. Makes it really pretty on the outside. Yeah, that's really pretty. Really pretty. See? Yeah, so those are the projects. So you got, again, the double shadow box tag. You got a cute little purse bag. And then you got the tag with the clear acetate. So I hope you give it a try, and thanks so much for watching. I'll put the link to this die at KSCRAFT's website down below. And thanks for watching. Bye.